What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NHL plays in today's video over on PrizePicks. This is the first video on the second channel because if I was to post this video on the main channel, most people would not be able to see the NBA video that I posted earlier in the day, which is why we're having a second channel now. Basically, y'all getting some more free plays from me. So if this is the first video you're seeing from me, make sure you guys subscribe to the main channel, also linked down in my description. We're going to get to these NHL free plays in this video. We have been crushing the NHL all season, over 39 units of profit, 62% win percentage, and that comes off of a lot of parlays. So we've been crushing it all NHL season. Let's continue to do so, but you can put this into perspective here. You see that NBA, we're over 69 units of profit. NBA plus the NHL, we're over 100 units of profit. So a $10 unit is over $1,000 of profit this year. We've been crushing it in both the NBA and the NHL. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub down in my description. There's a 2-day free trial available, which includes all sports, the NBA, the NHL, and the NFL. So go down in my description to claim that 2-day free trial or join for the next month for only $15. Both options down in my description. I'm over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks. I've been crushing it. Finally, join the free Discord link down in my description. That one absolutely crushed his plays. He hit basically a 5-leg here on PrizePicks. It was a 6-leg really, but 1 leg ended up pushing, which he also contained a demon play, by the way. So he absolutely crushed it yesterday. Don't miss out on joining the Discord because this man is on fire with his plays. Prop the Props is also insane with his plays as well. You can see how much he's actually been profiting. He's insane. So go join that free Discord down in my description. With that being said, let's get to these free plays. Play responsibly at your own risk. If you like on the video and subscribe, helps the channel a ton if you do so. Most important thing though is having those notifications turned on so you can get in before the lines get bumped, get removed, things like that. Let's get to these plays here. The first play I like here on the NHL board for tonight's NHL slate is going to be over in the Pittsburgh Penguins game here because I like 2 Penguins here on the over here. And they play the San Jose Sharks tonight. Should be a really nice matchup for them, which is why I'm taking some overs. I like Rickard Rakell here to have a point as well as his line mate, Sidney Crosby, to have a point in today's game. I'll explain this one a little bit more as well as giving you guys a pair for this in just a second here, but both these guys here are on the same exact line, and I like them both to have a point. If you do not know much about the NHL and you don't know what a point is, basically it's just a goal or an assist, and up to 3 points can be given out per goal. So it's a really nice spot here. I've been doing this method the entire season, which is why we're up so many units this year. But you can see here that Sidney Crosby has a point in 63% of games this year, which is 32 out of 51 games. The San Jose Sharks also a very nice matchup, and in terms of assists, they rank 31st at 6.3 allowed per game. Goals per game, they rank 32nd, which is dead last, at 3.7 per game. So they're giving out about 10 points per game. We just need Rakell and Sidney Crosby to both have a point, which they are on the same line, by the way, which happens to be line number 1. The last 2 games that they played together, they both had a point here against Seattle. They did not have a point together against the Anaheim Ducks. Rakell did have a point in that game. Also, you have to pay attention to the power play too, by the way, which he did not have a point on the power play. But against the Kings here, Rakell was out in that game there. He missed a couple of games this year, but even the game where he played here against Washington, they both were able to have a point. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that these plays are really correlated since they play on the same line. So since they're on the same line, they're correlated. And also they are massive favorites here against San Jose, if you did not know. They're going to be on the road. Not really super worried about that, but they are massive favorites tonight against San Jose Sharks, and for good reason, because the Sharks are pretty bad and they allow a lot of goals and a lot of assists. So in games where the Penguins win this year, the hit rate goes from 63% all the way up to 90%. He has been over this in 18 of his last 20 games, or 18 out of 20 games. This year he's been over in 17 of his last, 18 games there? 17 of his last 18 games he's been over, so he's absolutely crushing it in wins. So I love the spot here for Sidney Crosby. I really do, just because he's so good in wins. But let's take a look at his line mate here in Rickard Rakell. Rakell's a point in 58% of games, which is 29 out of 50 games. But he's been really good as of late, especially because I don't think he really started this year on Sidney Crosby's line, or he just had another line mate other than Anthony Beauvillier. But you can see here in wins this year, that hit rate goes from 58% all the way up to 74%, which is, he's also been a lot better as of late. You can see he's been over in 11 of his last 12 games when the Penguins win, which, again, a lot of these games are where he's actually been with a different line mate, where he's actually been playing with Sidney Crosby. So that's why these guys are really correlated. Like, you see the last couple of wins these guys have had together. Let's go to wins in the last 10. You see Crosby's over in 9 of his last 10 with a miss against Buffalo. And in his last 10 games, he's been over in every single game except for this game here against the Islanders. But again, a lot of these are not the same exact games. Like, most of them are, though. Like the Predators game here, he had 4 points. Rakell was able to have 2 points in that game. Philly, he had 3 points. And Philly, he had 4 points there. Basically, this is extremely correlated, and it's a very good matchup here against San Jose, which is why I like Sidney Crosby as well as Rickard Rakell to both have a point in this game. And before we get to my next play here, if you're not already on DraftKings Pick 6, it's one of the best new apps out there. It's available in DFS app state. So if PrizePicks is in your state, there's a good chance that DraftKings Pick 6 is also in your state. Join using promo code DOMG because that will get you this Patrick Mahomes free square for the Super Bowl. He is at half a passing yard on the board right now. Of course, they also have NHL on the board here. They also have the NBA. They have the NFL, of course. They have a lot of awesome categories here on the board. And if you use code DOMG, you'll get this bonus here. Play $5+ in your first picks, earn $59 in pick six credits instantly since it's Super Bowl 59. So it's a really awesome promo that they got going on between the Patrick Mahomes free square and that play $5, earn $59 in those pick six credits instantly. Use promo code DOMG, download the app, down in my description. Let's get to my next play here over on PrizePicks. This time around, we're going to go with the same type of process, but this time, these guys look really, really good to me tonight. It's just the payout's a little bit lower. Connor McDavid to have a point coming back from suspension tonight. You also have Leon Draisaitl here, who I also like to have a point in today's game. This will pay out a 2.6x over on PrizePicks, which I am okay with. I think it's a good payout for what these guys are basically offering. But if you do not like the Edmonton Oilers here and you just want to go with the Pittsburgh Penguins, they're actually in a very, very nice spot here in terms of payout. Because if you're just with a normal square on PrizePicks, it pays at a 3.5x over on PrizePicks, which is massive. It actually did pay out a 3.25x earlier. Now it's even better. So let's take a look at why I like these guys to also have a point in this game here. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl is, again, on the same line as Connor McDavid, although they did not do this entire year being on the same line. But the last 3 games, Connor McDavid has been suspended, which is why they did not, play together in those games. But Draisaitl did have a point in the 2 games before last game here. But basically before that, before his suspension, he had an assist there. Draisaitl was able to have 2 goals in that game. These guys are very, very correlated. They're also very, very good together. So these couple games here, they played together. McDavid and Draisaitl, they were correlated in every single game. They both had a point in every single game. So Connor McDavid here was over in 79% of the games so far this year. He's at a point. And you also factor that in 2 wins because they were even bigger favorites than the Penguins were against Seattle tonight. And the games where they win, he's actually had a point in 85% of games. Very, very good. Leon Draisaitl has had a point in 80% of games, and when they win, he's actually had a point in 90% of games, 28 out of 31. So both these guys are extremely correlated, and they're very, very good. But they were not always correlated too, by the way. Like some of these early games this year, they actually did not play in the same line. They played in the same power play line, but not the same line overall. Which you can take a look here on the power play line. They actually do still play together here. And they also are able to, have a point on the same power play line as well. So it's a great matchup here against Seattle. It could be a little bit better, I will say. They have not had the best history against Seattle. Draisaitl has actually had a pretty good history against them, but Connor McDavid did not have a point the only time he's played them this year, back on the 4th, while Leon Draisaitl did have actually 2 points in that game. But again, they did not play on the same line in that game if we actually scroll back here to the 4th. So actually, it won't even let me go back that far, but we're like a game away from being able to go back that far. But still, these guys were not on the same line in that game, I do not believe, which they are now, which is why they are a little bit more correlated this time around. But Seattle here, they ranked 24th in assists allowed per game at 5.4, and they ranked 19th in goals allowed per game at 3.1, averaging about 8.5 points given up per game. So it's still a very, very nice matchup where they are going to be heavily favored in this game. So give me the over for both Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl to have a point in today's game. Pays out a 2.6x payout compared with the Pittsburgh Penguins, or just go with the Penguins at normal score on PrizePicks for a 3.5x. Love these plays in this video. I'm not done with the free plays yet, but again, a couple of reminders here to join the DubClub right now for free down in my description. There's a 2-day free trial available. I'm over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks. We've been crushing it all NHL and NBA season, as you can see here. Don't miss out any longer. 2-day free trial is down in my description. Cancel at any time. Also, if you like the tool that I use in today's video here, this tool here is called Outlier. Get it for yourself down in my description. There is a 7-day free trial available. But here are some more free plays here from Daily Grind Tool. This here shows off the best bet to value plays and apps like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now, PrizePicks, they love them. They Cal Bridges under fantasy score, as well as Anthony Edwards under fantasy score. And if you want to find like a 2-pick power play on PrizePicks, that's super easy to do. Just click on Plus EV Plays, and you filter down to a 2-pick power play, or same with a 5-pick or 6-pick flex. If you want this tool for yourself, get it for yourself down in my description. Click on the fantasy bundle and scroll down, promo code DOMG. But they also have another tool sold separately called the Slip Generator. Over 2,000 units of profit since last year. They have 19 slips currently on the board for apps like Underdog, for Flip, for Better, even PrizePicks. Right now on PrizePicks, there's a 5-pick flex that they like, which contains some CSGO value, some NBA, and some League of Legends. They throw it onto a 5-pick flex here, which comes out to a profit margin of 7.68%. If you want to put it into PrizePicks, it's super easy to do. Click on Bet on PrizePicks. It is that easy to use. Get it for yourself, also down in my description, but this time click on the Slip Generator and scroll down. Promo code DOMG will get you 25% off. Thank you for watching. So hopefully in tomorrow's video, best luck. If you want to make over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.